When I found out that my husband had a child outside our marriage, I was devastated by his treachery. I wondered why. We had our own beautiful children and a comfortable and happy home. Because of my looks and courage, many men wished to have me, but my husband was still looking out for what again in a woman. I was puzzled. The child in question was 5 years old, and we had been married for about 15 years. This meant that my husband had him when we were in about our 10th year of marriage. The knowledge of this threw my life off balance. It forced me to change my vows and views about matrimonial commitments, marriage in general, and life itself. I swore that I would never be faithful to any man, even my father and my male siblings. In anger, I went on rampage with my body. My intention was to retaliate on my husband's unfaithfulness. Unfortunately, I picked up a very life-threatening disease. Again, my mind was jolted and I started asking myself if I had taken the right decision, losing my husband's total attention to another woman outside due to my reaction, lowering my guard and cheapening myself to many men, and finally harming my body and my life with an unkind infection. In my distraught, a deluge of questions arose in my mind. Should I have allowed God to pass his own judgment on my husband over his unfaithfulness? Should I have concentrated on the upbringing of my children and ignored what transpired between my husband and the woman outside? Should I have left the marriage with my children and abandoned the marriage and lived freely and healthy? What created the worst pain for me was when the identity of the other woman was revealed. About 6 years ago, one of my close friends was alleged to have eloped with her boyfriend. Their destination was presumed to be one of the neighboring countries, and my friend since then hadn't communicated to me. I was always wishing that one day we would reunite in the company of our grown-up children when they might have finally returned to our country. But I was wrong. The harsh truth was that my husband got her pregnant, and they went to the court and formalized their marriage. Finally, my husband relocated her to a distant city and state from mine in our country. He deceived me by claiming to have opened a branch of his business in this said city. With this excuse, he was traveling very frequently and would spend weeks and times with his other family. I made frantic efforts to locate my once very close friend and now co-wife, but failed. With battered spirit, I decided to withdraw from the marriage. My spirit has been in turmoil. A lot of questions coming up in me. Have I taken the right decisions by leaving? Should I have stayed on to fight it out with my friend, or rather co-wife? Do I know if I would have been able to talk her out of the marriage? Why did I not make efforts to infest my husband with the same disease? Will I be able to cater for my children and pay for my regular and expensive medications? Is life worth living? Please, can anyone offer me words of guidance?